Peter Devereaux. You know what we used to call you? The November Man. Because after you passed through, nothing lived.
How you doing, Pierce? Good?
I'm doing well. I'm holding up. Happy to be here.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
I'm happy to have you here with us.
Good woman.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
This is the project that you're waiting for to jump back into the spy genre.
Seemed like a good idea, and it felt like a good idea, and I think it is a good idea. There's a part of me that wishes I'd picked up the gun sooner and gone back into action. My wife told me to do it, but I didn't. However, everything in its place and time. I'm very proud of this film. Everyone worked very hard to make this film what it is and to give the audience, a really thrilling ride. And it comes out the traps really fast, and it comes at you, and it has complexity of story and intrigue and suspense.
How much of your previous character did you bring to Peter?
Well, this is not a role where you transform as an actor. So you have to play the essence of who you are within the character, the humanity of the man. And you have to believe in yourself and trust that all the baggage of James Bond will just come with it. I wasn't trying to dissemble in any way. My time as James Bond was glorious and wonderful, and it's the gift that keeps giving. And I wasn't trying to separate myself from James Bond and the November Man.
Okay.
I'm the same man. It's
Yeah.
Pierce.
Yeah.
However, it's when you set yourself free of that, then you just play the text. You play the story that's in front of you, and everything else sorts itself out.
And how is work again with Roger Donaldson?
Roger is such a great man. He loves film, and I love film. I love shooting. Making films is so exhilarating. And when they come together, it's beautiful to share it with people. And Roger, he's a fine technician, craftsman, and he brought these beautiful anamorphic lenses. Shooting on high def. So it was exhilarating to see him be excited every day to go to work.
Yeah.
And we only had so much money and so much time. The people of Belgrade.
The novel sets on Berlin.
The novel,
and why you guys pick Belgrade?
Well, we didn't have enough money to go to Berlin. Berlin is very expensive. But I'd been to Belgrade. I'd been there before the war. I'd been there during the war and after the war. And I love that landscape. It's intoxicating. It has a sensuality and a flair to it, which is unique. And Roger liked it as well. Just that combination of my character, the November Man, on that landscape with Olga and Luke.
And it was very difficult for you because you're producing the movie as well. It was difficult for you to separate the two roles?
If I have any skill as a producer, is making a company, is finding people to work with, finding someone like Luke Bracey. But it's a collaboration. I didn't find Luke Bracey by myself. We had a brilliant casting director who brings you many, many, many actors. And then I had my partner, Beau Marie and Roger. They found Luke. And one day they called me into the office and they said, we have 3 actors to show you. The moment of truth. When you look at 3 men's work, a choice has to be made. And I picked Luke Bracey. And they said, great, he's our choice too. So that's nice alchemy. So you find a young man who's a diamond in the rough, who's got heart and soul and discipline and good manners and polite and shows up for work. That's what you want. You want a hard-working person who's kind, but who's also courageous and strong.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Peter, you need to look at this.
It's Alice.
She's in trouble. She has information on the agency that they'll kill to keep secret. If you want her to live, you gotta get back in the game.
Excuse me, there is a call for you. Yes, hello?
Listen to me very carefully. The woman you're with is a killer. Turn around. I'm right behind you.
I know he trained you, but if he's with her, then he's against us. But the call is to terminate. Do you have a problem with the call?
I do what I'm told to do, sir.
Who are those men? Were they police?
They're agents, CIA. And this kid is the best assassin I've ever trained. We're gonna play a little game.
You bring out the best in me.
Do you have any idea who you're working for?
Hey, why'd you come in? We'll talk about it.
I don't know if he's too in your head, and maybe you're mad because you never had a daddy.
I'll get him.
Tell me about your target.
Male, old, used to have skills.
Used to. He's probably the best friend I've ever had.
All your friends try to kill you?
Eventually.